Hi everybody, this is Phil Chenevert and I'm talking to you about words, phrases, the English language. Today I'm going to talk about DAGO and WOP. Yeah, that's right. In this age of political correctness, can I do that? Yes, I can. And I can. I'm an old guy. The word DAGO, it may just be my locality where I grew up. I grew up in New Orleans. And you had different types of people. You know, you had your Americans over here, you had your Cajuns, and you had your Dagos, and everybody had their neighborhood, and we all got along amazingly well, I suppose. So Dago, it's kind of considered a slur, a derogatory term, but it's not really. This word was used in New Orleans in 1832, but it referred to a Spaniard, not an Italian. Not an Italian, no, it was a Spaniard. So Dago comes from a common word for Spaniards, a swarthy people, because the patron saint of Spain is Saint Diego, which means, by the way, James, I think it's James the Lesser, is their patron saint of the whole country. So a lot of the men were named Diego, and then in other countries, and sailors would meet these people from Spain, and they would be called Diego. So the generic form of Dago, meaning Spaniard. Well, in New Orleans and maybe in other port cities, when the influx Italians came in, they were, they were swarthy or dark or whatever you want to call it, complected, and so the word just sort of switched over to mean Italians. So Dago comes from Saint Diego. And of course there was a slight condescension there. I mean, I knew I had a lot of my buddies, but were of Italian descent, and they didn't mind. It didn't bother them very much. So Dago, gee, I think I'm out of breath here. Oh, I've been running. So let's talk about Dago. Was used in New Orleans. It was the group together, but it was for Italians, a bunch of Italians. Hey, Dagos, like the Cajuns or coon-ass. I should cover that one day. Why do they call us coon-asses? So Dago, it was a phrase that, of course, when immigrants come into these port cities, the waves, the Irish came in first, or one of the first, and of course they had to fight their way up, and to try to move from just shoveling dirt and doing manual labor to try to get the better jobs, to be a streetcar conductor or get on the police force. It's a hard fight, and the people have those jobs. They don't want to give them up, so they put down the people trying to get up there. Well, when the Italians came in, the Irish had fought their way up, and they didn't want them, so I guess they started calling them Dagos, to sort of a derogatory term. But we love everybody. We love everybody. We always have to have a way to categorize people. So WOP. There's a city in Italy. WOP. I can't think of it now. Neapolitan, where there was a slang term for guappo, and it was brought over to the New World, and it applied to an immigrant who's coming in who was dressy and showy, who had tried to dress better than they were. They were guappo, WOP. So the WOP kind of got stuck on that too. That's where that came from. I'm sorry about all this, folks. Nobody was hurt. I don't have any offensive against anybody. I love most people. So please take it. Nobody was hurt. No Italians and no Spanish were hurt in making this video. I love them all. Okay, that's it, folks. Next time I may do coon-ass. I don't know. That sounds like a fun thing.